Panate Ogum. If you watch the games in Morocco, they were standing on the touchline shouting at the players. Under 17 players are supposed to make mistakes and learn from it. You don't shout, hey, now I'm going, breach it, Saddam Chow. You don't shout on. The under 17s, And look at the performance of our under 20 team at the Wafo Zombie in Ivory Coast. We couldn't win a game. Next year, we are hosting the AFCON U20.
Are we hosting it?
Well, that should be another day because in terms of infrastructure, that one you can't blame the FA.
Where we play the matches, that's the question.
No, so that is the responsibility of government.
Of the government, NSC and the sports ministry.
Yes,
yeah.
You understand? You see, but then again, you ask yourself, was there a proper collabo between this agency before the FA put in a bid to host it? Because sometimes you need to also have an engagement with the requisite, agency. Would your facility be ready for us to host a competition like that? And I'll tell you, okay, yes, the Accra Sports Stadium is in the right shape. Okay, for this particular pitch at the Baba Sports Stadium, give us 2 months, we can bring the pitch back to life. So I don't know if there was that kind of engagement. Because for me, we have a major issue with the national team. And aside the national team, because our main problem, like you said, is coaching. But another major problem we have is our players. Our captain is currently clubless, a free agent. One of the most outstanding players we had at the World Cup, Thomas Partey, is also a free agent. These are key players that we need in our team.
Jordan is key.
He's your captain until the coach is. He's your captain.
Oh, I've been seeing him at Nanya Park.
No, but that is different from playing a competitive football. He's your captain.
Okay, maybe in leadership role as a captain.
No, I don't know. I don't want to retire him. Because I don't have the power to do so. He hasn't also come out to say he's retiring. But if it is still Carlos Queiroz who is handling a team, Jordan is still captain. That hasn't changed. Thomas Partey was your most exciting player at the World Cup. He's still clubless. Leagues are starting in Europe. In fact, some have even started. You understand? So we should be asking ourselves. You understand? And that is the major problem that is facing us.
Kosi, today, Senegal, former champions of AFCON.
Oh, I was about to go there. You're taking it away from me.
Okay, you read the news. Let me react.
So they've appointed Patrick Vieira as their coach. And they didn't even have to pay a lot of money for him. Do you know how much he's earning?
Tell us.
He's earning between 35 to 45,000 euros a month.
That's not up to $50,000.
No, that's how much he's earning a month for Senegal. And if you look at his resume and the teams he's coached, and the stature he held as a player. I mean, he coached New York City, coached OGC Nights, coached Crystal Palace, Strasbourg, and Genoa. And they're not having to break the bank for him.
And here we are, struggling to find coaches. Meanwhile, there are coaches out there that will not cost you so much. Not less than, but Otuado was earning 50,000, Anna.
Dollars.
Romak. Otuado was earning $50,000.
Yes, of course.
And yet, we couldn't qualify for AFCON. And there's a Patrick Vieira out there that Senegal have gone for. Hervé Renard, former African champion. Senegal, Ivory Coast, just here. Now, it baffles my mind how Ivory Coast, our neighbors here, are doing it well. Not long ago, they won the AFCON in 2015. And then after 2015, they even beat us to win in 2015.
So before you continue, let me tell you one of the reasons why Patrick Vieira was appointed. Okay. You know, he was born in Senegal.
Okay.
Yeah, he was born in Senegal on June 23, 1976. And he only moved to France when he was 8 years old. Right now, he has been involved in grassroots development, football development in Senegal since 2003.
Wow.
So he helped co-found the renowned Diambes Youth Football Academy in Senegal, right? The project was designed to give back to his roots by combining high-level football training with education for young African players. The academy successfully produced top-tier international players for Senegal, including members of their modern national team, such as like Idrissa Gana Gueye, Saliou Ciss, etc. Right. So one of the reasons was that they felt he had a very unique connection to Senegalese football, and they gave him an initial 4-year contract.
Right.
Right. Now, with that contract, their main target is to the 2030 World Cup. That's what they have in mind. They want to build a team that will be good enough. So they're not even thinking about AFCON. They don't. Like it's not one of the KPIs.
They've won it.
Yeah, it's not one of the KPIs is to prepare the team to ensure they are ready to do well at the 2030 World Cup. So it's a long-term plan.
Fantastic. And that is good. And even with that, Senegal has one of the best squad or team on the continent currently. They boast of quality players that are playing at elite clubs, quality young players and experienced players at the highest level. And they've been well coached over the years, and no wonder they've won the AFCON on the field of play. And so if you have systems that are working out well for you, and prior to Senegal's success at the AFCON, they had a transition of very good youth football systems. At the point, they were even winning beach soccer, under 17 and the likes. And that was a good trajectory to the kind of level the national team has gotten to. If you fail at the grassroots, you fail at the topmost. Over time, you get drained out of the quality you have there when age catches with them, and you don't have good succession to actually beef up the senior squad because your youth plan failed, and so you didn't have good quality players to actually graduate up the ranks. And so they've benefited from it, and we can all see evidence to that. Just nearby here, neighborhoods in Ivory Coast, they've invested well in infrastructure. They've invested in youth football. They are under 17s. They hosted the Waffle Zombie as well. And you can see clearly, Diomande, when they came to play Waffle Zombie here in Accra in 2022, Diomande was one of the players in there. And you could see how it has benefited them some 5 years to come. Now he's playing for Real Madrid at the highest level. How many of Black Stars players aside
and just to announce, he's the newest Sporty ambassador.
Fantastic.
So he's our global ambassador.
Fantastic.
Sporty, yeah.
He's earned it.
Yeah.
So when was the last time we saw a Black Stars player play for the likes of Real Madrid, Chelsea, Inter Milan, AC Milan, and the likes, Manchester United? When was the last time we saw a Black Stars player play at this highest
but
level?
we are playing at Coventry and Ipswich.
No wonder you're not able to qualify for AFCON. Yeah.
But Coventry and Ipswich are Premier League.
They're not elite. They're not elite. How many trophies have they won?
We have a player at Manchester,
at the highest level.
City.
We have a player at Manchester City.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And he fails to come to form relish when it comes to the Black Stars because he does not have good enough players within the same scope around him when it comes to the Black Stars as well. So these are all factors that derails him of also shining when it comes to the Black Stars, because if you have top players playing alongside with you, you flourish. But here at the Black Stars, we don't. So we are actually shooting ourselves in the foot in terms of grooming young players from Colts all the way. Ivory Coast, I'm always fascinated by the way Ivory Coast is doing it. They've gone to sign Hervé Renard. How are they able to afford it? And we are complaining about paying a coach here $150,000. Yeah, fine, we don't have it. We can't afford, fine. But how are others able to do it?
So I think I want us to look at it from the commercial angle and the fact that, listen, football is beyond winning tournaments and winning all of those things. It's important. Very important.
That's the ultimate.
But then again, perhaps you look at the commercial model of these countries and you look at how much football contributes to their GDP, how much comes in from transfers. Because a lot of the academies send players to France all the time.
Absolutely.
A lot of the remittances that come give the FA money because of the quality of the players that go out there. Perhaps we don't have a structure like that. That's why we can't independently fund a lot of these things rather than depend on government.
Why can't we take a bold step and say, let's implement this? If we know that the Moroccan economy is boosted heavily by the sports that they have been hosting over the years and the investment they've done, that Mohammed V or fourth sports complex they've built, it's not just for the national team. Other countries come and pay to rent those facilities. So in effect, in the stadia they've built across the country, it's earning them a lot because they're hosting tournaments one after the other almost every year. And it is boosting the economy. People come to pay for hotels and the hotels make money. They end up paying taxes that get back to government. People can't take transportations, Uber and all of these things. The taxi drivers, they're making money, they're paying their taxes. It's grooming, restaurants, all of these are booming for the government. So sports is not just go and play and come back. No, it's a form of revenue to boost your economy. So you invest into it, you get the rewards back. So you have to identify, okay, what do we really want to achieve? What are we putting our money into? Okay, we put our money into the health sector to save lives. Fine enough. We are going to save lives. We're putting our money into whatever, roads and all of that. Maybe we'll protect lives. Fair enough. But have we thought about what benefits we get if we put money into the sports? Because others are doing it, and we are seeing the trickling effects of what this sports investment is bringing to the economy. So why can't we just take it up and say, okay, well, let us build at least a Class 1A stadium, Class 1 stadium for this country that we can even rent out to the likes of Niger, who do not have a certified stadium to host matches in their country, and the locks.
I mean, what I just saying, it said venues for the GPL are ready. But the GPL starts on the 12th of next month.
It's September, yeah.
Yeah. He wants us to look at it. Have you seen the venues for the GPL?
So I have the. Ali, why you laughing?
No, it just reminded me of something some years back.
So we are starting on the 5th of September. Yeah, Port City versus Ashanti Gold.
But have you seen any efforts to promote the league? I've not seen it anywhere.
You see, I'm surprised you want to see a promotional material from the managers of the league. This has not happened in years, so I'm kind of surprised that you want to see. There's nothing to show, bro. There is nothing to show, and that has been. See, if you are not a Ghanaian and you enter Ghana, you don't even know they're playing it. We have a Premier League in this country.
Yeah, because even the date of that it starts is.
So it's on the 5th of September.
Yes, and my producer says 12th, so it means he probably didn't even have an idea.
So I know because I work on the league, and that is the reason why I know, and I know that
that's like in 2 weeks' time.
Yes, 2 weeks' time.
That's even too much. Little time to do proper promotions.
No, but the thing is, we've never been doing promotion for the Ghana Premier League.
Anyway, so the approved venues, there's 14 of them.
Yes.
So there's
the 18 clubs.
Yes, there's as at 17th August. So there's the Aliyu Mahama Sports Stadium.
Which of the Aliyu Mahama Sports?
Tamale.
The one that I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one that you know.
Yes, that one.
And you think it is Premier League?
The last time I went there, Charlie, I'll send my producer a photo so that you see the condition of that stadium. Accra Sports Stadium has been approved. University of Ghana Sports Stadium at Legon, I think we'll overuse that. Dance Park in BBNE, and Centre Sports Arena in Samraboy. TNA is in good shape in Takwa. Nanafusi Jiabo in Bichim. AAK, the second sports stadium in Basake. Tuba Astrotef. Charlie, why are we still playing Ghana Premier League matches at Tuba Astrotef? Golden City Park in Brekum. Kabayara Sports Stadium in Kumasi. Pandu Sports Stadium. Nanabu Amadako, the second park in Kukrintumi. And Lenkley Sports Stadium in Obuasi.
So out of the 14 approved venue, I can tell you for a fact that apart from the Accra Sports Stadium pitch and then the Centurion Sports Arena and then the Takwa TNA, the rest of them.
Oh, Ash Gold is fine.
Then maybe Ash Gold, yes. Yeah. But not even Legon, not even the Babara Sports Stadium, not even the Aliyu Mahama Sports Stadium.
Oh, yesterday I saw a video from DG Yampo for Ankara with progress on the Babara Sports Stadium.
Bro, you're talking about progress, and these people said,
did you see the video, the grass in the background?
With the wrinkless.
Did you see the grass, like the state of the grass?
Oh, it's grown now.
No, but did you see the state of the grass?
Before there were a lot of potholes and brown. Now there's proper leveling of greenery.
Let me tell you for a fact. The Babara Sports Stadium is not in good shape. What they are trying to do is try and put it in a shape that will meet CAF's club licensing for the qualifiers against Gambia in Ghana.
And Ivory Coast.
As for the Accra Sports Stadium, I've always been saying that we should break it down.
It's the structural integrity of the
We should break the whole structure down. The 14 clubs that have been mentioned as approved, I can tell you for a fact that only the four that we mentioned, are the only venues. And even if you are talking about enforcing proper club licensing, Accra Sports Stadium is not match friendly. You can't go there with your family and use a washroom.
It reminds me of when I was going to use a washroom.
No, you can't.
I mean, I actually went to the washroom and came back. So it was Nathan Kwao and Eustace Niakwe who were at the media zone.
Yeah, the media.
So I had to go all the way around. So when I got there, the water was influenced. I came back to tell them that, Charlie, I go to the washroom.
They should have been laughing at you.
They laughed at me.
Yes.
They were like, Charlie, but you go washroom and you are expecting, right? You know the come. No, they were like, they were surprised. I was surprised the water was.
You understand, Ellie? I know some people will say, oh, but why am I saying the Legon pitch? See, the Legon pitch is not good. Those at Accra of folk, they will tell you the reason why they stopped playing at the Legon pitch. A lot of the players were getting injured. The pitch is not good.
That grass is not grass that we can play football on.
You understand? If you talk about the sitting area, the washroom, Legon, perfect. And that is the reason why I will say for their pitch, I don't think it is in good condition. As for the Brekum Golden City Park, there is nothing golden about that pitch.
Has he approved?
But you saw the list. The producer should put the list there. The Golden City Park in Brekum. There is nothing golden about that park.
No, it's golden in terms of the color. It's not green. It's gold on the surface.
Do you know why we are at where we are? Most of the pitches that we have in the Ghana Premier League belongs to the state. And those in charge of the regional sports authorities, they have to generate revenue to be able to maintain the pitch. So, for instance, if there is a league game on Sunday, Friday, somebody will use it for a funeral, the same pitch. Saturday, somebody will use it for a concert. Somebody will use it for a wedding. Before the Premier League clubs would get opportunity to use it on Sunday. So imagine the state. Even for the Accra Sports Stadium, look at how we struggle to even get pitch covers. And even the pitch covers that recently we saw at the Accra Sports Stadium, it doesn't even belong to Yawan Bofoangres NSA. You understand? It doesn't belong to them. Ellie. So if you have regional venues or parks that are being used for other non-sporting activities without protecting the surface of the pitch, it would always be difficult for us to enjoy our football. Just this afternoon, Kotoko's coach, Tinkler, the South African, he was complaining that if you look at the pitches that we have, we can't develop players on the kind of pitches that we have. Ellie. And this is a man who have trained in only 2 pitches. So 2 correct pitches. The 2 correct pitches, the Pajo Park Tech, and then the Legon Park. He went to Adakodachi. He told the Kotoko manager that, we can't train at that particular pitch. Let's move to Adakodachi. Let's move to Pajo. From Pajo, they decided to come and lodge just behind Sporty FM and then travel to Legon and go and train there. So if this is a coach, a newly appointed coach, who has used Pajo Park and then the Legon oval, even the athletic oval, and he's even complaining, I responded to the video they posted. I was like, wait, let him travel to Brekum.
And you understand.
When they lose against Brekum Chelsea, he will come and complain about the quality of pitch. Let him go to, how do you call it? Bibiani goes, Holy Stars. The league will frustrate him. And I hope he doesn't. Because I also want to see quality coaches coach in the Premier League.
But he'll make excuses.
But see, of course. And it won't be an excuse. It is the fact. You see, aside the pitch, we also talk about why are we not seeing a lot of Ghana Premier League games on TV? Ellie has worked on the Ghana Premier League for so many years.
Talking about that, has anybody gotten a TV deal for the league that's starting?
Please, Adisa Production owns the league. They said they will show 2 matches in match week 1. So they have a 4-year deal, renewable.
4 years.
Yeah.
So I hope, but last season, as they reach some place where,
bro, you see, me, I don't want to talk about the TV production because I partially happens to be to know the people working.
because they start with some heavy vim, way Charlie.
Right, the film died after the first round.
Yeah.
And the film is still dead. How they will be able to resurrect it in 2 weeks' time? They are on their own. But you see, sometimes it is also difficult for TV production to go to certain venues and produce a Ghana Premier League because some of the venues are not camera friendly. Some of the venues are not production friendly. Ellie has been part of the production team.
Start times.
Yes, traveling and covering games. The only venue you say is quite friendly for production probably will be the Accra Sports Stadium and maybe the Barbara Sports Stadium. You understand? And then the Tamale Sports Stadium. And then the Sipon Sports Stadium. But apart from that, the rest of the venue, even Legon, you can only shoot from where the VIP. That is it.
Yeah, because I think I've done a production there before.
It is very difficult.
Yeah, unless you do maybe like moving heads on the other side, and even that it makes it more expensive.
Yes. So if you work with production before, you know. For the Golden City Park, it is awful. So that's why I'm saying that sometimes, yes, if you are part of the production team, you see how frustrating it is to even produce Ghana Premier League games.
Some years back, we had a meeting with the FA and decided to come to a consensus that instead of playing the GPL games around every home team, let us centralize it for good coverage on TV. So then Cape Coast Stadium was in active use. So we agreed that we do central, northern,
Even northern is too far. Charlie.
So Northern can come to Kumasi.
Yes. So there's Kumasi Sports
Western
Stadium,
will be
Cape Coast, Accra Sports Stadium. And now the reason was that the other places was not match friendly, even Wafa. So I even made a case for Wafa. I said this.
As for Wafa, there's bad.
Because all the other centers, we had to use scaffolds. You know, the scaffolds that the construction people mount up.
That's what I say, even the scaffolds and the moving heads, it makes it more expensive.
Yes, and even that is dangerous. There's a point where one scaffold collapsed at Bichim.
And not to cut you, at the Golden City Park in Brekum, the scaffolds are within the stands.
Yeah.
So if there is a goal and they are celebrating and you are not careful, or maybe they've even considered a late goal,
and they're angry and they hit,
or maybe there is a penalty in favor of them and the DBS and they come out, Charlie, bro.
So we made this appeal, and I granted an interview and I spoke about this. Now you should see how this club presidents attacked my personality and the company I was representing at that time, because why do we want to take football away from their people? And I was like, it's not, they're not taking football away from the people. It's about the interest of the TV. The TV is also supposed to market your football, brand it well for you, and then get you sponsorship, because you are getting people to sponsor your league for you. How do you package and promote them to the viewers who are out there? You want MTN or somebody to sponsor you. If the person has visibility on your games, your jersey, your brand jersey, there's visibility, it adds up to the benefit they're getting for sponsoring you. If you don't want this, then what is the essence of getting sponsors even to play? So how do you make money? It was not accepted, and that is why we're still where we are, because they feel that the game should come to the community. Fair enough, you want the people in the locality to enjoy the game,
but you can always transport the people,
it doesn't look good on TV. And so you don't expect somebody to sit in South Africa or in Europe and say, what is this, the elite Premier League of Ghana looking like this because the pitch is brown? You're playing a Premier League on a brown surface pitch. It's unacceptable, and we're in 2026. I don't know how many countries in the world, if you go to Ethiopia, they are playing the league, but it's not every home team that plays their game in their home stands, because they want good coverage on TV.
Even in Ivory Coast, they do the same thing. So and you know what you are talking about there? Super Sports, even in the Ghana Premier League, was running that kind of schedule. They were moving teams. So there were moments where, and I happened to work with the Super Sports crew back then. We can move Diana from Doma, because that Doma, the Najimambedu Park, was awful. They had to come to the Cape Coast Sports Stadium to come and play. You understand? So these are some of the things that the clubs needs to. And you see, it is not as if for every one of your games you are being moved.
No.
Games that are scheduled on TV, we could easily move you. And what makes it even easy now? For instance, if you want to do the Western schedule, there is a good pitch at the Takwa TNA. I think in Centurion Park in Summer Boy,
it's not too bad.
It's not bad. The Cape Coast Sports Stadium, I believe, can be put in good use. Even the Esipon Sports Stadium, I was there in April. I spent a week there on the Milo U13. The pitch is better than some of the approved venues. The natural grass there is better. The only thing missing at the the Esipon Sports Stadium is the fact that they've ripped off all the seats in the stands, but they've brought in new ones that are yet to be installed. But you see, the way that stadium was built, even without a plastic seat and the number seat,
the concrete is there.
Yes, the concrete is there. We had to wash almost half of the capacity, which is about 20,000 for people to come and sit on it. But then again, if they are supposed to host games there, you can even bring these foldable chairs and put it on the concrete for people to even sit on it. And then maybe they have to work on the washroom. So for Western region, I think there are enough pitches there that can also be used for games. But you see, these approved venues, it is always going to be very, very difficult. As for Tuba, I don't want to talk about Tuba.
How can we be playing Premier League games?
The location, the venue, the AstroTurf is bad. The AstroTurf is bad. And you see, I'm not surprised because this is an FA where they even organize Justify Your Inclusion for under 15s on AstroTurfs. That can seriously damage.
And it's causing lots of ACL injuries for these young boys. You see 16-year-olds having ACL.
See, for Ghana, we have only 2 correct AstroTurfs in Ghana. In fact, it used to be 3, the Thomas Sports Stadium, but it's in bad shape now.
I think it's expired.
Wafa?
Yeah.
Now, we have only Wafa, which was regrassed, I think, last year. And then Kojo Asamoah's AstroTurf at the...
Even now, if you step on it, doesn't feel like AstroTurf.
Which one? Yes, but it's AstroTurf.
Yeah.
It's because it was done well.
Yes, apart from that, the one that your MP did for your constituency, I know you have one. Do you have an AstroTurf in your constituency?
I don't have one. This South, we don't have.
Me, I have one by Osla at the Karikari Park. It is no good.
My son used to go. My son's football academy. That's where they used to train, and I'm like, nah, man, we can't do this.
No.
We can't because
he'll come on with an injury.
Because he like after one slide, Charlie, the guy has scars all over. I'm like, yo,
it's too hard.
Yeah.
And interestingly, I heard this. I was surprised. My time at DFB in the DFB campus in Germany, like the FA, they claim that before any minister or anybody in Germany constructs any AstroTurf in the country, the person must come and seek approval and licensing and proper guidance from the department. There's a whole department on pitch construction and infrastructure, a whole department. So they are only equipped with proper grassing, proper AstroTurf. Like they have to have the proper materials for any construction of pitch in the country. So you can't just go and say, oh, I'm a politician, I have money, so do this for me and go and construct any AstroTurf anywhere in the country. You have to get guidance and license and approval from the office in the FA before. And I'm like, oh wow, that is serious, because in our country here, nobody cares. We can import grass from China and come and do some concrete level and put
you see, the issue is, I don't blame some of the MPs because some of the AstroTurf that are available in the constituency are not meant for professional football. You see, so for me to see the Football Association approving and giving license, see, the Medina AstroTurf, the pitch, the AstroTurf is not even correct. But even the standard of the pitch is not up to the right dimensions.
Yeah.
But it will be approved to host women's Premier League games. You understand? So, bro, as for the football and as for our league, I don't think we are running a professional league in this country. And if we don't sit up, very soon there'll be total dislike. Look, this morning, the number of people that went to Legon to watch Kotoko and Heart of Lions, the interest is there.
Yeah.
The interest is there. But I don't think we are really managing our football. And you see, a lot of the times you go at the FA, I would apportion some of the blame for the FA because I believe that they have if they are to go by the club licensing criteria, we shouldn't even be playing 18-team league. But sometimes the clubs themselves also are the architect in making the league unattractive. Because see, sometimes even for you to show a game on TV, because see, pitch panels can enlighten or give a lot of light to the production on TV. It makes it very beautiful.
Yeah.
But some of the clubs, even normal pitch panel, we are even using plywood, even that one.
And flexi banner.
See, those ones you can do. See, when I was doing the production for the opening ceremony and the closing ceremony for the African Athletics Championships, we improvised and we used LEDs.
LED screens.
And it was beautiful.
Yeah, but you had to raise a lot of money for that.
Yes.
It's not sustainable for the Ghana Premier League clubs to do LED for every match because they have not even have money to pay players' salaries.
If you do that, okay, and you sell advertising slots to people, you can get your revenue.
So you see, Kosi,
how many clubs have sales managers? How many clubs in Ghana have marketing and sales managers?
I work on the MTN FA Cup. The finals between Dreams and Nations. We use the
LED.
Yeah, LED.
So it was an agency that I worked with that has done the FA Cup for the last maybe 4 or 5 years. So I know quite a lot about the production that goes into it. Even that there are a lot of watering down had to be done.
You see,
because we couldn't do it to the level we wanted to do it to.
You see, so what happened is, if the NSA, because most of the venues, it's the NSA that rents it out. If you have proper pitch panels, agencies or corporate bodies can even advertise on that on match days. You understand? And even for the FA themselves.
Yeah, but the FA will not agree for any sponsor to come and advertise on their product when they are not part of the FA's.
No, so they don't need to be part of the FA's product. If I am Accra Hearts of Folk and Sporty is a sponsor of Accra Hearts of Folk,
they should be able to.
They should be able to display that on their match days.
Yeah, but you're talking about NSA.
No, I'm saying so let me tell you something. Some of the deals that the clubs have with the NSA, it is revenue sharing. It is revenue sharing. So if NSA is saying, you know what, I want to bring you guys an electronic pitch panel. So if Sporty is giving you, let's say, 50,000 Ghana cedis a month, I want 10,000 of that for us to display it on an electronic pitch panel for it to be very good for even TV. The FA cannot say that because Sporty is not a title sponsor or a part sponsor of the league, they can't display that. You understand? So there are a lot of things that some of the clubs can do to make the league exciting. Yes, the FA has a role to play, but the FA can't do it all alone. But then until then, I also feel that the clubs should also push for them to go autonomous. Decouple the league from the Football Association. Have a manager, have a marketing team, have a sponsorship team, have a department to run your games, a games department. The league being part of the FA is the major problem. Let it stand on its own as a company. But Ellie, you were in Germany.
They have it.
The Bundesliga is not part of the German FA.
See, every serious country who understands that football is an economic venture which is viable has an autonomous league. But for us, we are failing to transcend our thought processes to that place where we would look at football not just as a game that evokes emotions, but then a commercial activity that can transform lives.
We're not seeing from that.
Once we get there, we understand that, listen, get people who can manage it to manage it. Even whole countries get private entities to partner and manage certain things because of efficiency.
But the thing is that from our end, I don't know if that is it, but it feels like if we are in control, there's proper kind of lordship. So if I want something, I'm able to get all of the club members to get it done for me. But if I let it go and I don't have proper impact, or I don't have direct say in what happens, then I lose that touch and that authority from them. So for instance, I want Kosi and Romak to do my bidding because I lord over the events they participate in. But once I give it out and I say Amoga should be a private entity to handle your affair, now I don't have enough authority. I don't have
but you can still have
direct control.
If it's oversight you want, you can have oversight.
I can still not have enough influence because now there's somebody else who is dealing with you guys and working things for. I can't come and have direct say like that because
even in England,
do you know what the FA benefit from Ghanaian clubs? They pay referees fee, they pay sanctions and fines, they pay registration fee to be a member of the association. Everywhere in the world, the Football Association rules and regulations governs their competition. So if let's say Enzo Maresca commit an offense and there is an FA charge, it won't be the Premier League charges. So if there's an FA charge and there is an FA fine, that money goes to the FA, not
the Premier League.
Not the Premier League. So there are always means for you to still make your money. If that organization called the Ghana League or the company called the Ghana Premier League Limited is running an autonomous league and there is a quality player being sold outside the league, the FA will take their percentage from the transfer. You understand? So it makes your work easier. You understand? But the reason why it's becoming difficult for them to decouple the league from the FA is the fact that when it comes to Congress, especially elective Congress, we have 126 people that runs the leagues in Ghana making a decision on Ghana football.
I didn't want to say this, but it's like you're taking the wind out of the sail.
Say it.
So, you see, even the organization that oversees referees in England, it's a limited liability company, PGMOL, Professional Game Match Officials Limited.
Yes,
it's an autonomous body. They have their rules of engagement and their terms of reference.
They appoint the referees for the leagues.
Yes.
And the FA pays them.
Yes.
The FA pays the referees. You understand? That is why I was so mad that when we had 20 million Ghana cedis to spend last season, the clubs could have even used that as a seed money to go autonomous. Because when the initial plan for autonomous came, Togbi Afede, His Royal Highness, and Randy Abbey proposed that every club should pay $100,000.
But they've registered the company, Ghana Premier League company.
No, so but you can register a business and still the business is not running.
Be dormant.
You understand? So the initial plan was that every club would bring $100,000. So it means that 18 Premier League clubs are going to get what? $1.8 million, right? And then you start the autonomous league.
It's 100,000 Ghana cedis or
no, it was $100,000 initially. And the club says a lot of the clubs
they cannot afford it.
Yes, and then they say, okay, fine, let's take away the dollar sign and bring a CD sign. Even 100,000, they still couldn't. And that is why I was so mad that there was 20 million Ghana cedis available to them last season. They should have even used that as seed money to start the autonomous league. But the FA president, before the start of the league, promised each club 1 million. The 2 million, they said they were going to use it for administrative and marketing, whatever it is. Last season, 20 million is gone. I don't know what kind of KPIs were attached to the 1 million Ghana cedis that were given to the clubs. Thursday is Congress. As usual, I know the FA president will come and promise boot, boss. I don't know what package he has for the Ghana Premier League. I'll wait and listen to him. But Eli, nobody can convince me that we are running a professional league in this country. Nobody can convince me that what we run here is a professional league. I think we are running a sub-professional league or a semi-professional league. Until we do our things right, the league won't get to the standard that we want.
You think they don't know what is supposed to be done right?
No, you see, in this country, the reason why we face a lot of problems in this country is when we fix the problems, somebody will stop getting money.
Absolutely.
So let the problem exist and let the few enrich themselves. That is the problem. That is the major problem that we have. You understand? So
no, but the FA president, in his manifesto before he even assumed office, said that under his realm or administration, they want to create wealth and grow the passion for the game.
Create wealth for who?
Create wealth
for who?
So what they said was igniting the passion
and creating
wealth for all. So now what they are doing, they've extinguished the passion and they are sharing the wealth for themselves. That is a fact. No, that is a fact. Because if you look at the pyramid of Ghana football, it's just a few people that are enjoying.
Yeah, and a few people that are making decisions.
Yeah, even the clubs, they are not getting money. Especially the Premier League clubs. Ellie, all the big transfers that we've seen in recent times, from Beidou, who went to Red Star, played at the World Club Championship for Salzburg, Red Star Salzburg. He came from a Division 2 team, was Asanska. We've had a player move from Adabaka Edels to Sevilla. We've seen Hafiz Gariba move from a second division team in Teshi to Barcelona. A lot of the players are moving from the lower division. Liberty Professionals, we have 2 players going to Porto. A lot of the players, the Premier League clubs are not making money. Ellie, for now, if you ask yourself, how much do you think is the Premier League worth a season for sponsorship?
Oh, I can't tell. Because I don't think we've generated enough value for it. So
we don't even know the value of the league. See, how many companies in this country can say, I'm even coming to give you $10 million for 3 seasons for the league?
Because we look at the league, look at their ROIs, look at the fact that, listen, the
what kind of visibility are they going to? Is the league going to tally with my corporate social responsibility? If I have a product that is running, how am I going to get visibility for that? And that is why I always say kudos to, I don't know if I can mention the NASCO and Co that are still providing support for the league, because I wonder what would have happened if there was nothing attached to the league at all. You understand? So, Kosi, until we do our things right, is it not sad that for a country that prides ourselves as a football nation, the recent CAF Interclub rankings, we have Dreams at 34, Midiama at 50-something. It is very, very bad. Very, very, very bad. See, if we need to fix our league, I think that every single criteria in the club licensing needs to be adhered to.
We have some voices available with regards to, I think, the Kotoko speaking earlier. I want us to listen and do a quick analysis.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, standard of the pitch it might not mean a lot, but massive importance. How are you going to improve a footballer on a pitch like this? You're not going to improve him, because he's got to take 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touches. Sometimes he's got to take 4 touches, loses the ball, he gets criticized. I can't teach them a lot when we're playing on poor pitches. And the disappointment that they have in their faces, you can see, when they make their mistakes. And a lot of times I can't blame them because of the standard of the pitches. So that's something we're working hard at the Sante Kotoko, to have a training pitch that is of a high standard, high quality. You create that, players will enjoy training a lot more. Players will enjoy football matches a lot more, and they'll feel less pressure when they're playing on those type of pitches, and that's one thing that I think is lacking in Ghana, and needs to improve. Other countries, Ivory Coast, pitches are very good. Tanzania, pitches are very, very good. Morocco, pitches are exceptional. Algeria, I've been there. Egypt, the standard of the pitches, South Africa. And I compare it to here, that's an area that has to improve. And that needs to come, obviously, from the Ghana Federation, and obviously also needs to come from government to help.
Thank you.
Charlie, you shock him.
You shock him, but not shock me.
Charlie.
But when he was coming to the country, didn't he do his analysis and his homework to know?
Ghana as a footballing nation.
No
serious footballing nation plays football on pitches like this.
Don't make face values. You are going into a country.
He's coming from a country
signed a contract. And you know that, okay, I'm going to a country. What is happening in Ghana? Before you even sign a contract, take time to learn about what is the situation there before you go and sign a contract.
But you're seeing Ghana playing at the World Cup.
Because Ghana has played at 5 World Cups.
Yes.
He's signing for the club of the century.
Yes.
He's signing for a club that has 2 stars on their club badge. He's wearing it. There's 2 stars there, 2 African stars. See, I think David Obin should give him a copy of the approved venues. And they should show him a typical video.
They should put him in a car, drive him around.
Bro, don't worry. There's no need because the league starts in 2 weeks. The league starts in 2 weeks.
So he'll see it for himself.
He will see it. Seeing is believing. And do you know what amazes me? He said, you can't train players on a pitch like this. Making reference to the Legon pitch, which is better than majority of the league venues that he will be playing some of the games at. That's what I'm saying. I hope the system doesn't frustrate him. Because see, Kotoko, do you know the funny thing? Their first opener of the season, their first match of the season is at the Golden City Park against DBB. The Golden City Park, Charlie. But you see, let's be also honest with what he's saying. I think he's making the right calls. The FA and government. See, before Tinkler came to Ghana, because see, we have been complaining and talking about pitches. There is this video of Sule Muntari when he played for Accra Atofo at the Ewak Sports Stadium. He fell down and it was like, the pitch. I don't know if you remember that video. The pitch.
Oh, I'm trying to find a video on my phone. I took my children to the stadium.
Which stadium?
Accra Sports Stadium. Charlie, you don't want to hear what they said. Because they've been to other places.
I say,
and they've went to see that one.
Because sometimes when I'm watching football with my wife, and maybe I watch some Ghana Premier League games, and then I change the channel to European football. So you people, you watch can't you see the quality of the pitch and what you just watched? See, I've been saying this, and I'll keep every time I get opportunity to sit behind a microphone, I'll say this. Ghana should not be given a partial license to be playing their World Cup and AFCON qualifiers in this country.
Until we
yes. Let us go to Burkina. Let us travel to Ivory Coast.
Togo even has one.
Yes. Or maybe Chad. When we start moving our national team matches away from Ghana, government will sit up and say, you know what? Let's put the pitches, or let's remodernize, not refurbish, remodernize our stadium. Let's break down that old structure called Accra Sports Stadium. Let's break everything down and build a new stadium. Look at the amount of money we spent on Boteman. Are you saying we can't use that to modernize the Accra Sports Stadium? Me, I always say, nobody can tell me there's no money in Ghana. But you see, Kosi, we've had a politician come in, a president come in, and then the president is saying, big push, fix roads in Ghana. So if there is no political will to say, you know what, I want to renovate and modernize at least 2 stadiums in Ghana, it will never be fixed. It is not the responsibility of the Ghana Football Association to build stadiums. It is the responsibility of government. It is the responsibility of government. It is the responsibility of Yampofuankra and Co, who are the NSC, to push for that agenda to make sure that our stadiums and our sports resource centers are being upgraded and modernized. You understand? As for Yampofu, me, I think he's even lucky because he's a media person and a lot of his friends are in the media, so they can't come at him. But if you look at the amount of fire that was given to Professor Chumesi, Yahweh is not getting half of that. He's not getting half of that. But if you are an NSA director, you should be worried that you don't have a single stadium in Ghana that can meet a CAF category A license. It means that we can't have, there's no game in Ghana that can show a game with a goal line technology, even with VAR. Bro, and you call yourself a football nation. You call yourself a country.
But under so he thinks if you don't get any, they go get VAR.
No, that's what I'm saying. It is quite sad and quite disappointing. So I totally agree with Tinkler. But please, the Ghana Premier League will let him think a lot. He's not playing against just 18 teams. So he's playing against bad roads. He's playing against bad pitches. He's playing against a lot of bad things,
including officiating, and that's where I.
As for the officiating, there.
No, but we have to take it serious.
No. See, as for officiating, I don't even want to come there.
But we have to take it serious. It's causing us more harm than
good. I understand. But you see, it is something that we can improve. That we can easily improve. It means
how?
Ellie,
when referees are not paid, they claim they're not paid well.
So you see,
they're not paid on time. And some club owner would give money to some referee, do me well, and then at the expense of another team that has worked very hard and the coach has done a very good job, he loses points because of some irresponsible referee.
What you are saying, are they not things that can easily be solved?
Where do we start from?
No, what I'm saying, give referees proper training, pay them on time, sanction those that have been very awful, make available to them videos of games that they've officiated, let them rewatch, self-assess their.
Is this not being done? There's a refereeing committee at the FA.
Oh, what is the Ellie?
Anyway,
see,
before we transcend into the referee stuff, yesterday we hosted George Efriye here, and he had a lot to say with regards to officiating in the Ghana Premier League. We'll come there. I want us to completely wrap up this pitch infrastructure issue because it's a major issue, and I believe that Charlie will be going around in circles until we sort it out. It shouldn't be too difficult to sort out because we are not even asking for top level stadia. We're just asking for standard playing surfaces. As to why that is not a priority,
see, let's ask for top standard.
No, let's move from 1 before we go to 2.
No, we can. Sometimes you can also move from 1 and go straight to 5. Upgrade.
Do we have the patience? Because I'm sure Baba Yara Stadium, for instance, was not in use for almost an entire season before it's getting to where it's getting now. I'm sure you've been to the Stamford Bridge for stadium tour before.
Yeah.
I was there last year and I was told that after every season they clear off the entire pitch and they relay new grass for it to grow within that 1-2 months before the season starts.
Yeah.
And this is done across Europe. Every club, after the season ends, they close that place and they clear the entire pitch, regrow the grass for it to properly grow before the new season begins. How many times do we regrow our grass here at the stadium we have? We don't even have water, and that is why the FA president took it upon himself to construct boreholes and polytanks for proper watering of playing surfaces. If it's the best solution, I don't know, but we have to prioritize how we maintain the pitches we have. You go to Kumasi or the Midlands, the mid regions. The temperature there is better. There's a rainforest, so we expect that the pitch should be green enough. That's why at least the Obuasi Stadium, Glencree Stadium, pitch green is very green at all times. You go to is it in Swatche, man? In Swatche, green surface, very good. Even Samatex, then the rainforest, Summerboy in rainforest, green, very BBNE pitch green, fine. But how well do we maintain these playing surfaces? Because if the region alone allows it to be green enough, how do we maintain it so that it does not grow a lot of weeds to make the playing surface very rough, hard, and holding the ball? So we have to find a way to make sure that at least as part of the club licensing, we educate these clubs, or at least do these things on a normal to make sure that your pitch is well maintained for good playing surface for your own club, because if the ball is flowing very well, it helps your playing as well, and it also adds to proper TV coverage. At least it looks green on TV and makes it look nice. So we have to start prioritizing these things and educate the clubs on how to maintain their pitch, because if they don't know how to do this is that, let's mow it every match, let's mow and draw the lines. But what must be done well to make sure that the pitch is in good shape consistently throughout an entire season? It must be done in pre-season when there's nothing happening. That's when it should be used. But maybe they're using for funerals, so they cannot have time to properly clear and regrow. Those could be the hindrances, but there has to be a conscious effort to educate these clubs on how to maintain the playing surfaces.
Anyway, time check 6:03. Another very interesting angle is the angle of officiating, and I believe that if we go and open up the Pandora's box, there'll be a lot to say with some of the refereeing decisions that we've seen. In fact, there's a school of thought that says that during the second round of Ghana Premier League games, you can actually predict what's going to happen. In fact, I saw a viral video, was it last season, where the guy said, penalty, Aje. Open the penalty, Aji.
As from Sadiq Adams.
So Sadiq Adams says, not only Brekum Chelsea, all the pitches in Ghana are just bad and not the standard to play on. When we, the players, started complaining about it, fans and some journalists told us this is where we were playing before we left, but we want form big when we return. And that's the footballer Sadiq Adams. Yeah. And a lot of the players, in fact, when Thomas Partey was skipper of the Black Stars, and they had an opportunity to meet the president, the former president and vice, one of the major issues he raised was the issue of pitches. He spoke about the fact that, listen, they need to get better pitches for these people to play. And I mean, I'm sure Sule Muntari spoke about it, he said, but everybody has the right to complain, Felix.
Oh, of course. And you see, maybe some of us don't play professional football, but for a player like Sadiq Adams, who has played in a lot of countries and on better pitches, you understand, he has every right to complain. He has every right to complain. And I wish we had that Sule Muntari video complaining about the quality of the pitch.
I remember it vividly.
You see, there are a lot of Ghanaian professional players that have kind of, run up their careers in Europe. And I'm sure a lot of them, if we had proper, pitches and proper network or road network, they would probably want to come and end their career in the Ghana Premier League. Kosi. But if you look at some of these players who have spent their whole life in Europe, playing on quality pitches, traveling, by trains, traveling on good roads, do you think they'll want to come and risk it and play in the Ghana Premier League? Let me tell you, when Sule Muntari was playing in the Ghana Premier League, he wasn't traveling to just any venue. Where a flight will take him, he will go. But you expect Sule Muntari to sit in the House of Phobia bed for 7 hours and go to BBNE? No, it won't happen. This is somebody who has won the Champions League, won Scudettos, played at the World Cup. So the basic things that should make a professional football feel like he's playing in the professional league is non-existent in Ghana.
So this is what Thomas Partey had to say with regards to what our pitches are like. So I want us to just pause very briefly and take a listen to Thomas Partey.
We want to say thank you for coming. We really appreciate it, and it means a lot to us. We are ready. We want to give our best tonight, and I have one request from all the players. We're asking for good stadium because we want to play better football, so we need a better stadium, and also for us to come.
So Thomas Partey asked a couple of years ago, I think 2 years ago, he asked for better stadium, and he's not the only one who spoke about it. Even CK Akono also spoke about it, and this is what CK Akono also had to say.
We can't do away with that. We can't do away with the fact that our fields are not really good. These guys play on a high level football, better pitches and all that, and so we have to understand them. Sometimes we have to make them feel comfortable when they come here, and so for Partey to voice out something of that sort, I think there's nothing wrong with that. We need to work in improving our fields.
Would you recommend hybrid pitch for going forward? I mean, if you had a chance to speak to the handlers of the facility, is hybrid the way forward? I mean, to get our football running?
We just have to look what is happening there. Most of our 90% of our squad are from Europe. They play on a better pitch. So I don't need to say we need to. We must.
That was CK Akono. He said, Charlie, be in for can't talk. Everybody know already. We really should do better. Just so Tinkler and Co will not come and be complaining about our pitches. But another big issue is the officiating. Yesterday, George Free was here, and he had this to say.
Technology should be able to guide you.
Yeah, true.
Take referees to training, get them, groom them, do everything, prepare them for. And then in the selection process, put them. Look, in modern days, it doesn't matter if Kotoko is playing Hearts and the referee is from Accra. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
If he's a qualified and somebody who is upright, Why not?
This is Sporty FM.
Why not?
Voice of Sport.
There shouldn't be the match is between RTU and is against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and so that we need to get a referee from Sunya, and that thing should stop. Because when you have a competent referee who understands his craft, who understands that once I'm able to discharge my duty diligently, I am earmarked to become a FIFA referee, and by doing so, I'll get the chance to officiate in FIFA qualifying matches or CAF qualifying. When you have people prepared to take that kind of tax, selection of referees should be done without any problem.
Yeah.
Why is it that it can be done elsewhere but it cannot be done here? I can tell you, and if Ket challenge me, they should take all of us to Kisia Jabins, please. I can tell you referees who are FA president's referees.
Charlie, people talk things.
But these are wild allegations, eh? He says what? If they dare him,
So you can take him to the special prosecutor.
and he'll mention
Charlie, these are not wild allegations. Sometimes we hate to see bring evidence. See,
FA's
all
referees.
over the world, there are agenda referees in every league in the world.
Oh, okay. So it happens.
Oh,
So-
there are agenda referees all over.
But on a more serious note, this bad officiating is causing us more harm than good. We've had very genuine, proper investors in this our Ghana Premier League. One, for instance, is the MP, Mr. Bewa in Swashre.
Yeah.
This was a man, Bafo.
Yeah.
This was a man that built a whole stadium in his region, and it was well patronized. Because one thing I also believe in is community football. If there's community football, people within the community patronize it, and you're able to generate good gates revenues, you're able to pay your players well and build the infrastructure. And so in Swatreman was doing very well. Players were well paid, the fans were patronizing games, and they were doing well. But for bad officiating, they had to opt out of the Ghana Premier League. A season after, another man, a former minister of state, an MP, built a stadium in Hohwe, which has never happened before in the history of football in the Volta region.
Did he build the stadium?
He facelifted it. Good pitch, well constructed, leveled ground pitch, green as well, with good stands. I hope you've been there before.
Yeah, I've been there before.
And the fans patronized the games constantly. They were buying paraphernalia, jerseys.
I mean, you go into Hohwe and everybody has a Hohwe United shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved that about it.
They were passionate about their club.
They were making a lot of revenue from gate proceeds.
Yeah.
But somehow, due to bad officiating, this man had to put all his investment out of the Ghana Premier League again. And those players had to suffer the consequences. They had to suffer the consequences.
But you see, sometimes you also have to be very honest with. You've mentioned in Swatrema, you've mentioned Hoho United. I also believe that in every professional league, bad officiating alone should be enough for you to walk out of the league. That it should see. We've had European leagues where clubs have lost revenue, places in Champions League sports.
You reminded me of that Tom Henning of Rebel game, Chelsea versus Barcelona.
I mean,
that must have been the worst game. With the worst officiating I've seen in my life.
Look at the number of times that the Premier League had to apologize to clubs for poor officiating.
Do we have that here?
No, you see, we don't have that. We don't have that.
But I'm saying from next season, and it was one of the news items I read today. Yeah. From next season, VAR and refereeing decisions will be published.
Yes.
They'll be published from next season. Yeah.
But you see, the point I'm making
all their verdicts.
Ellie, it is sad that club owners will take such a decision because officiating didn't go their way. You look at the 14 clubs that were listed to get approval for use of their venue. I would love to have seen Hohoi Sports Stadium in that list. The Nswatre Sports Stadium in that list. You understand? The FA definitely will take a portion of the blame. But I also think that the club owners did not handle it very well. And you see, all these are some of the things we need to learn from. Because for 2 consecutive seasons, we've had clubs leaving the league before the end of the season. So as part of club licensing, if you decide that you are coming to play in the Ghana Premier League, under no circumstance should you walk out on the league, even if it is poor officiating. Even if it is poor officiating. Ellie, no, I'm coming. We shouldn't encourage that. We should never, you see, Nations FC did the same thing. We shouldn't encourage that. If you go into a game, see, the right thing for you is to write to the FA and make your protest known. And if there are moments where referees or the club or the FA, their investigation feels that referees have been compromised, there could be an award of points or a replay of that game. You understand? But let's not accept that it is okay. I'm coming. Let's not accept that it is okay for a club owner to decide, you know what? Because officiating has been bad, officiating keeps getting bad, I'm walking out.
Maybe it was incessant. It was incessant.
Thank you.
To get them.
I'm saying.
So you see, I was about to read that story to you and why, for example, now Premier League will publish the verdicts of refereeing and VAR decisions.
So in what you are coming to read, has there been any instance where a club?
Maybe it hasn't been as incessant as we've seen here. So
no, I'm saying, but have you seen any, no matter what, have you seen any club saying, I'm not going to play my remaining games, I'm walking out on the league?
No, it can't happen there
because legally you are binded to finish the league, no matter what happened.
Anyway, so it says here, the full judgments made by the key match incidents panel on refereeing and video assistant refereeing decisions will be shared with fans for the first time this season. Now, in one of the measures brought in by the Premier League to improve transparency, alongside the publishing of direct explanations of officials and broadcasting, RefCam with audio of a referee talking to players would also be made public. I mean, there's a full and all of that, the quotes and everything. But everything after every game, you can go and find out why the referee made this decision. And there's a panel that would look at every decision that has been made. And it's an independent panel for transparency. Now, what people are complaining about is that what if there are discrepancies?
Yeah,
there's
inconsistencies.
There's nothing to deal with that.
Early. See, there has never been.
Because it's like, even if it's happening and they explain to you it has happened, what can you do?
See, no, because when it comes to officiating, because there is human error involved, it would always be difficulty to have consistency.
But that's why the VAR is there.
Yeah, so that's why I'm coming. Even with the VAR, there's been inconsistency because it is a human who has to finally give approval of whatever he's watching on the monitor.
I know they've listed the teams that had the most errors go against them last season.
But Chelsea is not that good ball.
Chelsea is number one. They had the most errors go against them last season.
If I don't remember, the one against Arsenal where we should have gotten a penalty.
Yeah.
But instead we were awarded a corner.
Yeah, Everton had only one against them last season. Sunderland won, Man United won, Manchester City won, Nottingham Forest won, Brentford 2, Wolverhampton 2, Newcastle 2, Bournemouth as well are right behind Chelsea.
Right.
Also in 4.
So because you see, so as we talk about referees, I also think that, I would never agree with clubs trying to fold up and say they're leaving. But what the FA must do, and I'm still surprised that for Ghana, we have not even tried to implement anything like the VAR. There are different levels of the VAR. There are different levels of the VAR. At least, let's even try and implement the grade 2 or the second grade. You get it? How are we supporting our referees technologically? How many Ghana Premier League referees have you even seen using the communication gadget?
Oh, they've put.
I said, how many of them?
They purchased for them.
They purchased the last 2 seasons alone. They were complaining about it being destroyed, some not having batteries.
But at least the FA has made conscious effort to purchase the devices.
Do you see every Premier League referee in Ghana wearing the communication device?
Well, I've not been attending much venue since I stopped broadcasting.
So that's what I'm telling you, that it is not every referee that even use the basic communication gadget.
Okay.
The referees that you see in the Ghana Premier League that will use the communication gadgets or the vanishing spray It is because they officiate CAF inter-club competitions.
So they are bringing it from there.
The Papalis, the Daniel Neil Lai and co. They bring it and come and flex the local ones here, or the class 1 referees. But technologically, we are not helping our referees. I have been on the bus from a match venue with a Ghana Premier League referee. And I asked him, how do you assess your performance? Do you get to watch a video of your game before the next match day? He said, nah. Because, for instance, if you go and officiate Ashanti Kotoko versus Bofakwa, and lucky for you, that game is live. Or maybe the broadcast rights holder has published it or broadcast it or stream it on YouTube. You can get home and watch the entire game and assess yourself. Oh, I think the yellow card I gave to Ellie, I shouldn't have awarded it. Or this yellow card should have been a red card. So you've watched it, you've assessed yourself. So the next match week, in case you see a similar tackle, a similar incident, you remember your previous game and say, let me make a better decision now. But before the next match week, you've already been assigned a game without having a self-assessment of your previous games. That is another problem that we face. And aside that, the referees committee or those that sit on the disciplinary issues, some of the clubs, they come and complain about referees. But because we have a legal team that sit on disciplinary issues, they don't work at the FA. They are private. So they don't normally sit before the next match week. But in other jurisdiction or other professionally run league, every decision within a match week is taken before the previous match week. Unless a serious issue where the club would be called or the player will be called in to provide his side of the evidence, or when the Football Association decide that I'm going to get an independent panel to sit on this particular issue. But a lot of the disciplinary issues that we have in this country concerning our league and our football, we don't speed up with coming out with rulings. And that is the problem. Sometimes we even have clubs that have protests against certain use of players. They will wait when they look at the league table and then they point, oh, I survive.
Thank you. That is the problem.
No, so that's what I'm telling you. So I'm building my point. That's what I'm saying, that when we speed up with this kind of decisions, when we also help referees technologically.
So even the technology is a help, because I'm still reading this BBC thing. And last season, do you know how many VAR errors there were in the Premier League? 25.
Wow, that's too much.
VAR errors. But that was even after I has gone to VAR. There were 25 VAR errors in the Premier League last season.
Shout outs to Julian Nunu. He's a FIFA, a CAF, I think CAF FIFA referee as well. He's one of the referees who kept badging me back then when I was working with a broadcaster. Every game. And he had a decoder back home. So once he gets home, every match is broadcasted again, repeated at 10 p.m. So once he gets home, he makes sure he watches the games. Even games of his colleagues, he watches just to review of refereeing officiating, because he says there are times that he could even learn from his other colleagues from games. So he's always watching his games and all that after every match day to see how he performed on a match day from the broadcast. Now, about this refereeing thing, I have had the privilege to talk to a private investor in this Ghana Premier League. This is a man who has built a stadium, pays players. He's not making money from the football. He'll tell you, Ghana Premier League only takes away from you, because if you don't have enough sponsors to sponsor your team to help you offset some of the bills and all of that, it's virtually your money going into it. And most of the time is because of maybe the pride, the status. Oh, this man has come back to give to his community because he has a club in the community. That's why. So you're not getting any money from the club. You're paying players, you're paying administrators, you're paying club officials, like people who are working the team, and everything is going. Building the stadium, maintaining and all that. Now, only for you to realize or chance into conversations that they are trying to favor some teams at the end of the season who will survive relegation. And you are in the midst of that relegation battle. Unfortunately, despite of all your investments, you're not being favored. If you don't work out your own things, you might be kicked out. And your investment from promotion from Division 2 to Division 1 to Ghana Premier League would all have gone in vain, because then some caucus meeting is just designed to get assigned referees and whatever to keep some teams in the club at the expense of others. And that is why an investor will take a lot of bitterness out of such an experience and say, I'm not investing into the league anymore because there are people who are just ganging up to destroy my hard work and my hard investments at the expense of other people. Should I go on pouring money into an institution that does not seek my interest? And that is why somebody will get very furious and say, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm opting out. It shouldn't be the norm. It shouldn't be happening. But it can go to that extreme. Because imagine you have spent over 1 million Ghana cedis on a particular entity, and only for it to be washed down because of some people's meeting to pay some referee to keep you in there at the expense of my
But wouldn't you look at it as one of the fruits of the conflict of interest that comes with people who are decision makers owning clubs in the Premier League?
Absolutely, which I disagree. That it should be stopped as soon as possible, and that is why we also should be gunning for the autonomous league. Because if I am part of the executive committee of the FA and I have a club, why should my club go on a relegation at the expense of some businessman who is investing in the league? They say, this businessman has a team in this region, and his team, he's bringing a lot of, he's helping the community, he's doing it. But I'm also an executive committee member. I have the power. So make sure you save my club, regardless of this investor. And that is the conflict of interest. That should not be happening. But if you have an independent, autonomous body who is running the league, who will go and see that autonomous? Of course, it could happen because you're in Ghana, but it shouldn't be the norm. Nobody should go and see a private person who is organizing a league to attract marketers, and because it's your business. And if you want your business to look good and be lucrative, you have to make sure you sacrifice and compromise on some of these things by taking money from somebody to come and bribe you. No, because you would want it to look good so that you earn back your money that you've invested into the investment. And so autonomous league should be the priority to fight off this ESCO members and whoever owning clubs or having stake.
Fight off.
Yes, because it's a canker.
They need to work hand in hand.
You shouldn't be owning a club or running a club
because you're making decisions.
ESCO member.
Oh, well, as for that, I totally agree.
It shouldn't happen.
As for that,
because you're making decisions for entities.
Yes, and me, I have come. I'm a politician or I'm a businessman. My money, I have earned. I've worked hard for it, but I'm also investing into individuals who are in my community or in my region. And I'm saying, I'm bringing back to society because I was born from here and I've made some good money. I want to bring it back. I want to pay the players within the region. I want to pay the administrators or the whatever in the region, the food vendors. They're also going to make money. So I'm bringing football to the community. And this is a lot of money going down there. You come and tell me that at the end of the season, you don't want to keep me in because this guy is working with you guys at the top level and he has power. So you're kicking me out of the league because no, it shouldn't happen. And it is bad. That's why some of these businessmen opt out because they feel that the institution is against them and their investment is in vain.
Anyway, time check 6:27. A lot of you have been trying to get in touch already. So maybe I'll open the phone lines so you can reach out. But you can also send us a message on 054-571-061 or you can give us a call as well. 054-571-061. Let us know exactly what you think. There have been quite a few things on the plate and on the table that we have discussed, and I'm sure for a lot of you, you'd want to contribute and be a part of it. So I'll give you an opportunity to. I've got my very first caller on the line. Yes, sir. Good evening. Can you lower your radio for me?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir. Kindly lower your radio for me.
Is it okay now?
Yes, perfect now. Your name and where you're calling from, boss?
This is Charles from Medina.
Oh, Charles, how are you doing?
Yeah, cool. How are you?
I'm very well, boss. Talk to me.
Yeah, I like your trip this evening.
Thank you, boss.
your army green hat and
yes.
New York.
Yes, boss. Charlie, thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Anyway, see, Kosi, I like what Sporty FM are doing.
Yeah,
it's like Sporty FM are like God sent. It's like you are doing God's work. But you see, the thing is, it's like we are still scratching the surface. You need to do more. You know, you need to make people like Asante too very uncomfortable. I want to see him. Like I want to see him more on your show, questioning him. You know, put him on the spot. Let him talk. Right now, we don't know who is going to coach the Blasters.
We have less than a month to our qualifiers.
Again, so where is Henry Asante to? Is he still in holiday?
But Henry, what has Henry got to do?
He's the mouthpiece of the FA, probably.
And so, but if he hasn't been given something to come out of his mouth, there's nothing he can say.
No, but he needs to be talking.
No, but what is he supposed to talk? He doesn't make the decision. So if they make the decision, they will come and tell him, okay, we've taken the decision, Henry, go and write about it or come and speak about it. You understand? If we have to attack somebody or blame some people, it is the people at ESCO, led by the FA president, because they are the ones who appoint the coach, they are the ones who vet the coach, they are the ones who would authorize and tell the ministry that, you know what, we've appointed a coach, now agree on terms of salary. But as for Henry there, he's the smallest fish in the pond, though. Yes.
You see, when Black Stars season comes up, when they are going to the World Cup, that's where we hear about. We hear a lot about Henry. When we're talking about local football, we don't hear about Henry. I will notice that.
Yeah, but perhaps maybe his mandate is not, like Felix said, extended to that. He's a spokesman for the GFA.
And it's fact.
Yeah.
So he's the communication director of Ghana football.
Yeah. So for people,
not Ghana Black Stars.
Yeah. So for people like that and the role that he occupies, right, and any other PR person, a lot of times, per his terms of reference, he's not supposed to come out and express his own opinions.
Yeah.
I mean, for some of us that know him, we know what he thinks and how he feels about certain things. But then, per the job that he does, like Felix, you and I, who can come and express our opinions, he can't come and do that. His job is to come and communicate on behalf of the Ghana Football Association.
What has been decided.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yes.
You see, we are talking about the Ghana Premier. I want to ask Felix Roman, why do we keep calling it a Premier League? A league that we can't even pay players well. We don't have good pitches. We don't have good coaches. There's a lot lacking in the league that we run here. It's not professional. I was listening to you. You keep saying that the league is not professional.
Yes.
Then why do we call it the Premier League? Do we even understand what the Premier is?
When you say something is Premier, it is the topmost within a particular jurisdiction. But you see, do you remember His Excellency John Ajekunkufor? He said something. He said, Ghanaians pretend as if they are working. So we also pretend as if we are paying them. So we are all pretending as if we are playing a professional league. So the FA2 is pretending to run it professional. And the performances from the team, they are also pretending to be a professional club. Even the Haas and Kotoko, bro, even Haas and Kotoko. Charlie, sometimes you look at House of Folk media team and a kind of shoddy, Charlie, bro. See,
So that is sad.
I think now we've stopped calling it Ghana Premier League. It's Ghana League.
Oh, thank you.
Because league starts on the 5th of September.
That's what I've been. Are you saying something?
No, carry on.
So that is what I've been praising all the time. You see, I've been talking about this all the time. That it's about standards, Kosi. Standards. See, Ghana, our standard, our football dropped after 2000. After the year 2000, everything has dropped. And we're talking about pitches, we are talking about this, we are talking about. It's all about standards. If we have leaders who uphold standards, we will not be making noise on radio all the time. You see, if they uphold standards, we have people that call themselves ESCO. They wear big suits. They go and sit in air-conditioned office to make decisions. But yet we cannot run a professional league. We are joking. We are joking. We are wasting our time. We want our league to become like leagues in the Bundesliga. You know, we were talking about
Bundesliga. You've gone too far. Tanzania, Ethiopia. I mean,
but Tinkler was mentioning that the country is good pitches.
Yeah. But those guys too far. Give us some 45 years, 40, 50 years.
Ivory Coast is here.
Because let me use you as an example.
Yeah.
You see, you are a professional, let's see, you a journalist, you are a radio presenter.
Yes.
you do your job.
Yes.
When you do your job, I'm sure you need a good console. You need a good mic.
Absolutely.
Microphone to do your job.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So that you can project yourself out there.
Yes.
Same way, when you look at somebody like a mason, he needs his tools to work. When you look at a carpenter, they need their tools to do a good job.
Yeah.
So, same way applies to a professional footballer. The basics, a good football boot and a good pitch. Those are the basics, and those are the things that we are failing to do in Ghana. And look at what Eric Tinker is doing. You see, it's sad. He's a good coach, but you see, the system will go against him, and then eventually, maybe Kotoko will say, "Oh, they let him go," because maybe they'll say he talks too much. But that is not the case. He's saying the truth. You understand? So it's that. It's that. I say we should stop saying Ghana Premier League, because we don't understand what Premier is. Premier is top, and our league is not top. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Charlie, we've got a lot of work to do. Plenty work, man. Plenty work. I can take a few more calls. Let's hear from you. Yes, sir. Good evening. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Yes, hello. Good evening, Chairman. Yeah, my name is the one and only Achakura in Tema.
Achakura, Charlie, you go deliver us on Achake for us tonight.
Oh, that's okay. By the time we close, we work from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. we close. But
I beg you.
At the place, somebody will come then. I'll come sponsor everything.
If necessary. Charlie, talk to me, my brother.
Yes, so interesting conversations and outputs. So my first point would be, for me personally, I don't talk about the Ghana Premium League. I just monitor what is happening, and I keep quiet. The reason is that those who are supposed to effect the change are those who are there. They are there. They know what is happening. They are supposed to send the north, then the change will come. But they are sitting idle. We at the back, we are giving them the ideas which they know already. They know what to do to turn things around. But
I think we've lost him. Achakura, kindly reach out to us again if you can. I'm sure your line dropped as well. Imano, good evening. Why are you laughing? Why? Do you know the league is starting? Do you know the league is starting next week? 5th. Do you know the league is starting?
He's rather come to ask you questions.
Imano.
Very good.
Why is this man calling to? I'm asking you whether you know the league is starting and you are laughing. Have you seen any billboard?
Have a good evening.
So he called to laugh. This guy no correct. I can take a few more calls. Oh my God. Yes, boss. Good evening.
Good evening, Kosi.
Yes, sir.
The conversation is very beautiful.
Mr. Charles, how are you?
Yes. Oh, you see. We are suffering. So the whole thing is, like I told you the other time, I'm fairly, and I have loved the game for over 50 years back. I was
60 years. Wow.
I'm now 63 years. Over 50 years
50
back.
years,
I was
okay.
watching.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm now 63. I turned 63 in April.
Wow.
So we are seeing football. We are seeing football. The other gentleman was saying the game sport in year 2000. No. Year 2000 was when Hearts won the Champions League. And 2004, they were with House of Kotoko in the Champions League. It has not been too long. We went to the first World Cup in 2006.
Yeah.
Kosi was not doing too good. But it wasn't as horrible as this Ket Okreku. The head is spoiled too. The head is spoiled. This man cannot do any good thing. Even the game that we say that there are improvements. What kind of improvement? When they go to any tournament, they come back. This year that the thing also is in Nigeria wasn't up there. Morocco, they were all not up there. We couldn't even qualify. And now we are doing another sort of. They don't have the ideas to run the game. They don't have good ideas. So if this government, the government says he is supporting your league, he just made the money available. The government itself cannot come and manage the game. They have made the funds available. Still you can't manage it. Still you can't manage it. So the problem is the head. And look at the nonsense. So he says he wants to run again. Look at this nonsense. I think the insult is not enough for us. It's not been in our faces. No, because I can't talk again.
Thank you, Mr. Charles. It's sad, eh? The state of Ghana football, if you want to.
Shambolic.
Oga.
Yeah.
How is Nigerian football doing, Oga?
My boss. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm very well, my boss.
I just thought, on this type of matter, I keep quiet and listen to you. You see, I just thought you remember the stuff I told you about yesterday. The stuff I told you yesterday, I didn't hear from you again.
Oh, don't worry, you hear from me.
Please.
Yeah.
It's very important. Thank you, my boss.
You're welcome. Thank you. I'll call you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get a few more calls coming through. 0542 571 061. Yes, sir. Good evening. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, good evening.
Hello?
Yeah.
No, talk to... we are struggling to hear you. Oh, yes. Talk to me.
Network is bad.
Hello? Okay, kindly call us back if you can. We are struggling to hear you. So kindly call us if you can. I can take a few more calls. I've got 5 minutes to go. So I can take a few more calls before we go. 0542 571 061. But kindly call us back if you can. Yes. Hello?
Yes. Sorry, this is Achekera. My line dropped.
Your line dropped. Yes, talk to me.
Yes. So, as I was saying, those who are supposed to take the decision at the home of affairs are there. They have the ideas. So let me zoom into this. Those who manage the football, there are few people. Less than, let's say, 300 people.
Yes.
If we try to connect to the politicians, you realize the Supreme Court judge said now they can open the delegates and everybody can vote. If that happens, you cannot be seen. Now we say they choose to listen, they can choose not to listen.
Yes.
So it is them. They are the change makers. They are supposed to listen to our cry and change. If they don't, we will still talk, discuss. They won't change their mind. The Congress is coming. I'm sure whatever they want to say, they've done it already.
Yeah.
You just come and put it in our faces. Then we'll discuss until another matter comes. Then it will clear off. I'll drop, then come out or continue. Good evening.
Awesome. Thank you. I mean, sometimes we need to be in control of the narrative, but decision making is very shrewd because there's just a few people that are making it. Yes, sir. Good evening. Your name and where you're calling from. Kindly lower your radio for me if you can, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Co-Commentator.
Co-Commentator.
Calling from Takwa, the Anaji.
Oh, what's in then? Oh, yeah.
Charlie, Osheye.
Fantastic. Talk to me.
You see, my submission has been summed up by the previous caller before Oga called. You see, some of us, we've watched Ghana football, we've watched football. And as he was saying, we were saying that Nyantechi was bad. Yes, he was bad. But this man is worse. And if there's any other word than worse, then I would choose to use that word. Those were the days when my uncles, Kotoko is playing. Kotoko will come to Tema, come and play Afenya United. Kotoko will come to Accra, come and play Olympics. They will leave the house by 8. We are moving from Tema to Accra. Come and sit in the stadium till about 3. Yes, last time my brother is an engineer. He came to town and then I was telling him about Kotoko and House. And then he said, and then Kotoko has so much. Now who did the song of EHPU? He even doesn't think about, and the person I'm talking is a former footballer, but he's giving up on Ghana football. And he doesn't even know that House and Kotoko are playing. That is the level we've got into in Ghana soccer. It's all because some few people think it's their time, and then they are in control. But there's an account that says that Emre Ndinkaso. Emre Ndinkaso. We've seen Nana Batla. We've seen Alaji Jaula. We've seen a whole lot of people. Fiaka Ben. So Emre Ndinkaso, if he wants to go to 10 terms, let him go. Let him go 10 terms. We shall allow him to go. After all, people sit on a seat and they die. I'm not wishing death for him, God forbid. But after all, even people sit on seats and they die, and the seat becomes vacant. So if he wants to go to 10 terms, let him go. What I thought we want from this country? What I thought we need? Now football is absolutely up to nothing in Ghana. And it hurts some of us, it hurts us a lot. It hurts us a lot. For me now, when I sit behind my TV, DSTV, 247, Sporty TV, 247. Now I'm lucky that even Sporty now is on DSTV.
Yes.
So now I don't go out again.
Channel 237, live.
You don't need to mention it. I'm just from training. Anasa is playing. I wish that when I get home, it's on it. I watch.
Please, it's on it. The replay for yesterday's game is on it.
You see?
Yeah, but
it's not the best. It's very hurtful.
All the Saudi League games too are live, heavy. Belgian League, heavy.
Bro, it's very hurtful. It's very, very hurtful. Some people are just giving out that they won't talk about Ghana soccer again, and that's why you don't hear them talking. That's why you don't hear them talking. But let's keep hope alive. Yeah. I believe that things will pick up one day. Things will pick up.
We are pushing because it's an ecosystem that belongs to all of us.
As lawyer in Tikachek Bombay will say, I arrested my case.
Thank you, my boss. So that does it for the calls. Unfortunately, I can't take any more. I wish I could. Unfortunately, I can't because Charlie, my time catch. I'll go past my time as well. But I'd like to say a big thank you to you, Mr. Felix Schumacher. Eli Kondo was here as well to make the show interesting. I'll be back on Thursday. Tomorrow, Fifi Banton will be here for the drive. And I'll be